IDL Tech's back here again. So I'm going to tell y'all a couple of these, couple more hospital tales from when I was working security at the hospital. Now, went in there and we did some outside security there, and we drove a golf cart around, and this campus had, several different buildings. And if the weather was bad or it was real cold, we also had a Honda CR-V we could drive around. We didn't have to stay in the golf cart deal, but most of the time we drive the golf cart around because it was pretty quick and you could take at places you couldn't take a Honda CR-V. So you could do a couple of shortcuts through parking lots and get where you need to get to pretty quick that you couldn't do the same thing in that SUV. So that being said, when we were doing outside perimeter, we even had parking boots, because people had parking passes that were supposed to park where they're supposed to be. And if you parked someplace that you had a parking pass but you weren't supposed to be, like say the emergency room parking area, for instance, if your staff, you don't park there, you had to park somewhere else. And if we caught your car parked there, they had security boot your car because they saw the parking pass and they said, well, they ain't supposed to be here. So, I remember one time that I actually had to go up there to the emergency room for somebody, and it wasn't me, but I had to take my vehicle up there, and it had that parking pass in there. Me being security, I checked in with security because, like I said, when you went through the emergency room there, the first entrance, there's a set of double doors there. The first set of double doors to the right is the security office. The second set of double doors you went through, you went into the ER waiting room. So we, as soon as I parked there, I went and told security. I said, hey, look, I said, I'm parked out there. I know I got a parking pass. Don't boot my shit. I'm not parked there. I'm actually in here with an emergency situation. And I'm like, oh, okay, so tell somebody something like that. But some of those people, man, they just run late for work and just park their car there. We get a call to go boot them. It was weird. But that was some interesting stuff there. I can tell you, as security over there, we had a pretty good working relationship with the local police department, because there's more than one time that the local police department would come in with a drunk guy, and the guy would start fighting, and we'd have to go out there and help restrain this guy with the officers to get him taken into the hospital there. So we had a pretty good working relationship with them. Told you about one psychiatric patient. I actually had another psychiatric patient. I was just about to get off shift, and here comes sheriffs, and they're like, this dude's a fighter. And these sheriffs were from, I'm not even sure where this county was. It's like 2 hours away, and they were bringing him up here, this guy. This guy was, he was I don't think he could have been more than about 5'6", probably. Little guy. And he was definitely having some issues. He, everything he said was, oh, Jesus Christ, oh, Lord, this, that, and that. Basically, he was gone. He I don't know if he was on something. I don't know if he's just having mental episode or what. So they're like, oh, this guy's fighting. He gave us a run for our money. Now this little dude's 5'6". Both of these sheriff deputies that brought him in were about 6'4". Both of them, big boys, and it wasn't fat on them either. These boys were muscle. They took their sheriff and deputy duties to. They were serious about it. Anyway, we get this guy up there with no issue. None. And then I come back to work that night, and we get called up to psychiatric ward for an issue, and it was this guy. And he was freaking out, and I think they was trying to give him a shot or give him medicine or something, and he wasn't having any part of it. So this old boy had me and another guard up there, and this other guard was from South Africa, I believe is where he was from. And I was so happy to have him because the guy was about 6'7", and he had arms on him that were just, I mean, they were long arms, and they came in handy because he was able just to hold this dude down, and the dude's like swinging and everything, can't hit him because he's, his arms, he's just, the dude is too far away. So this guy came in handy, but yeah, we had to kindly subdue this guy and get him calmed down. And I mean, it was some interesting stuff. And all of my years of doing security, I worked the hospitals down there for about a month and a half, something like that. I had more action down there than I did in any other security job I worked. So I've got a few more security stories to tell you from this company, 2 or 3 more of them. And I'm going to go ahead and in this video, and I'm going to go ahead and make another one, and we'll see y'all on the next.